Dandelion, dandelion, we love you. You're so dandy. We live in symbiosis. We live in symbiosis. Dandelion. Hey, it's Michael Pilarski, November 6, 2018. I'm in my agroforestry garden, or one of them, and we're here specifically to look at dandelion, Taraxacum officinale. And an interesting side note, in Russia they used them for rubber during World War II. They had a special kind of dandelion that they milked the rubber from for their tires. So, anyway, in my agroforestry system here, we let some of the dandelions grow in the understory to provide us with crop. And this area is mostly just a chipped area, but we're going to dig this one up here. And the technique is just to dig all, I like to, especially in a big one like this, sort of get around it so that I can get as much of it as I can. It's mixed in with a elephant garlic. I'm kind of curious to see if that bulb amounts to anything. But then finally you can get under it. There's all these tree roots and shrub roots in here too, so it's a little harder than some places. Okay. So there's our dandelion. It's probably about a quarter pounder, so that's worth $2.50 or so, maybe even a third of a pound. So we get $10 a pound for the fresh root. And I like digging it in the fall. It's plumped up from the fall rains. You got to do it late fall. It's all plumped up. It's really in growth. Lots of milk. And it's real easy to spot and see how big it's going to be, because you can see this year's rosette. I dig in the spring too, but in the spring it's a lot harder, or it's harder to see where they are, how big they're going to be. So fall digging is really great. Good quality. So here's a couple other ones. These are some nice dandelion here, folks, and that's because we weed around them, we mulch them, we baby them, and they're part of the crop, and they just grow in the pathway. So here we are getting all this dandelion for hardly, you wouldn't say, it just sort of grows itself. And so this year, today we're going to dig at least $600 worth of this today in our patch here. So it's like, yeah, this is a good weed. People are trying to kill this and spray poisons on it. Wow, what crazy people. This is one of the best herbs in the world, actually. One of the most widespread herbs in the world. And so, people should be really taking care of this. Let me show you a little bit about the agroforestry system here. Here's elderberry, European elderberry. Here's serviceberry. Got a row of serviceberry right next door. Here's some big Ella Campaign. There's marshmallow in here, volunteer. A bit of elephant garlic. Here's a bee balm. Here's one of our long-term crops. There's a ginkgo. Another ginkgo right there. So we have ginkgos in here. Lots of goldenrod, red currants. Rows of red currants in here. Well, that's the main things right in this spot here, but we've got, and there's some raspberries coming in. We have probably 10 different crop plants right in this, just a little part of our agroforestry system. So, folks, go out there and find your dandelion, and they love mulching with chips, and I only go for big ones. The little ones I let grow up longer. It's nice to have 2 or 3 year roots. The little ones, I just let them wait and get them another time. So, encourage everybody to eat dandelion greens, eat dandelion flowers, the root, make teas, etc. Bye. Here's the dandelion root just before we're shipping it off to the medicine makers. That's after we cut the tops off, washed it thoroughly, and air dried it. Very important to air dry it before shipping.